What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another compilation here at 88 Rotors Off-Road, and welcome back to our channel. If you guys are new here, as statistics show that most are, please consider subscribing. We are a growing channel of lifted Toyota trucks and more, and would love to have you join us in our journey. You can definitely get ideas for your very own truck or learn a thing or two if you are a DIYer. Do keep in mind that we are not a specific DIY channel though, so don't be mad if we don't explain everything we do in a step-by-step manner with details. These two cement gray Tacomas are in for some work. Starting off with this one right here. This one's getting our Bilstein 5100 setup with Old Man Emu lift springs and our add-a-leaf system. And to top it up in the front end, we're installing some SPC ball joint upper control arms on here as well. 88 Rotors is located in the city of South El Monte, which is about 20 minutes east of downtown Los Angeles in California, USA. If you're interested in getting some work done by us, please give us a call anytime during regular business hours, or you can always message us through the contact form by clicking on the link in the description below. This Tacoma here is upgrading to an Old Man Emu Dakar medium load rear leaf spring. As usual, once the vehicle is staged properly up on the rack, our techs remove the TPMS sensors from the factory wheels to swap over to the new Method wheels and BF Goodrich tires. Our suspension techs then jump in and do the teardown of the factory suspension components. And for the new kicks on this one, we decided to go with a set of Method NVs. These are the MR305s in a 17 by 8.5 size with the 0 offset. The new 5100s, OME lift springs, and SPC upper control arms, we gain a little shy of 3 inches of lift in the front. For the rear with the add-a-leaf, we gain about 1.5 inches of lift there. We hope that you guys are enjoying this video so far, and if you do so, please find time to click on that thumbs up and give us a like. It makes a big difference for this video and the channel itself, and it definitely encourages us to make more videos like this for your viewing pleasure. Now that the suspension is done with the wheels and tires on, the vehicle is brought down to the ground and we torque all the wheels down to spec. Factory wheels and suspension parts are loaded up in the truck bed for our customer, and the vehicle will then be taken out for a quick test drive. Next up, we have a Tacoma TRD Pro that we're bringing in for a shim and add-a-leaf setup. Once we give it that extra height, we'll then be able to clear some 285, 75, 16 BF Goodrich all-terrain KL2 tires on the factory TRD Pro wheels. Next, we also have this 3rd generation MGM colored Tacoma TRD Sport. This one is in for a Bilstein 5100 setup with Oldman Emu lift springs and an add-a-leaf system and some new wheels and tires. Vehicle is up on the air and the wheel and tire techs take off the wheels to bring it over to the other side so we can remove the factory TPMS sensors to swap over to the new Icon alloy rebound wheels. Our suspension techs have already jumped into this Tacoma TRD Pro to install the rear add-a-leaf and the front shim. And here are the factory TRD Pro wheels that we'll be installing the 285/75/16 tires on. Don't panic, that white residue is just soap. We take safety and quality control here seriously. No job is ever rushed and our techs are trained to cross-check each other's work and double-check their own. Once the job is complete, we thoroughly go over all of our nuts and bolts and make sure that they are torqued down properly, and we mark them all with a white paint pen. Not only does this process ensure that we do not leave any nut or bolt untightened, but it allows the owner of the vehicle to easily spot a nut or bolt turning itself out after a session of off-roading. Most of the time, when nuts and bolts are torqued down to spec, they are usually good and will not turn themselves out. But when it comes to off-roading and safety, it doesn't hurt to double check after all that flexing and articulating. I always take my son out with me, so safety is very important to me and I always check before hitting the highway again. Not like I don't care about my own life, but when my son's involved, I care about it just a tad bit more. Dim and add-a-leaf is on, and the 285/75/16 BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2s are on as well. We're gonna back this vehicle out for a quick test drive and hand the keys back over to the customer. And back on the rack with the MGM colored TRD Sport. 5100s with OME springs were installed in the front with the add-a-leaf in the back. The new shoes on this one, our customer chose the Icon Alloys Rebound wheels. These are a 17 by 8.5 with a 0 offset in the matte black finish that we wrapped up in the BF Goodrich all-terrain 285/70/17 KO2s. Let's bring this one down to the ground and roll it right out for a quick test drive. Thank you very much for stopping on by and checking us out today. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. That way you'll get alerted the next time we post a new video. And until then, please take care of yourself and each other. Stay blessed, guys.